What's going on, guys? It's King of Ricans, aka Sean, and today I'll be bringing you guys my first Marvel Snap video. I'll be going over my own personal deck that I created um, with the cards that I have. This was basically the best thing I can come up with. I have gone up, I'd say, about 50 cubes with this deck. It's definitely the most consistent deck that I've used. I have used a lot of other people's decks that I found, and this one's definitely the most consistent. And I'd say it's also because it's the most flexible. It's kind of a pseudo disruption deck. Has a little bit of everything, and kind of go into why I chose each card that I did. Starting off, Sunspot. Uh, at the end of each turn, gain +1 power for each unspent mana or energy. Sorry, and that's really big because sometimes you don't get the hand that you want, and if you don't get the right curve, you can still add up your Sunspot. So he can be 1/4, 1/5, even higher than that if you want him to be. Especially if you don't get the right curve, it's really good. Just a really good card. 0, 1, 3. So remove the abilities of the next card you play. This card specifically is for Red Skull. If you had Typhoid Mary or you had um, Hell Cow, also just any card that's really well statted. Some of the other discard cards are also really well statted. Just really well statted cards, but they have an effect that you don't really want. You can use 0 and then play that card, and then you can get the benefits of the stats without the drawback of the ability. Angela, whenever you play a card on top of her, she gets +2 power. So at the end of the game, usually she's 2/7. If you put Vision in this deck, she can be a 2/9. If you have Vision and Nightwing, she can go up to 2/11, which is insane. Definitely a crazy card to play. Next up, I have Armor. Armor is more to use in conjunction with Sunspot. So you put down Sunspot, then you put down Armor to kind of protect them from Killmongers. It feels really bad when you build up a Sunspot to 1/4, 1/5, and then all of a sudden Killmonger comes up and it just destroys them. So all of that mana that you used up on Sunspot just goes to waste instantly. So you kind of have that armor protected. Sunspot, I mean, armor is also really good to counter some of the destroy decks. Whenever you see a Hood, Deadpool, Nova, Bucky Barnes, and you just put an armor on top of it, they kind of don't know what to do. They have nothing to really do. Um, they just have to go to another lane and just give up on whatever card they just put down. Um, so it feels really bad for them. Sometimes they even surrender. It's just a really good card, armor. I will say you kind of do have to plan out where else you're gonna put it. So like, it's good to put down armor and then put down Red Skull, maybe inside that same area. But also be wary, like later on you'll see I have Shang Chi as well. If you put down armor, they can also use that to their own benefit too. So depending on who they have, maybe it's good to enchant your own armor. You could do, I guess, but just be wary that you might be helping the other team as well. Storm, also really good card, very beneficial. Um, Very beneficial in this deck in particular. You have so many ways of maximizing Storm's potential. So Sunspot, Storm is really good. I usually like to Angela Storm into Juggernaut or Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is the more classic one. You see everybody use Storm, Jessica Jones. Gives you a nice 10 power. It's pretty hard to play around against. If you add Angela Storm, Jessica Jones, that'll give you 15 power, which is kind of crazy to counter in a just a 3-card succession by turn 4. Um, and sometimes you don't have Jessica Jones, you can also do Angela Storm Juggernaut. And Juggernaut's really good because When they try to contest for that storm area, you just Juggernaut and you just fling their card random to a random location. Sometimes you can even fling their card into a location where they wouldn't want it. So uh, I flung people into Oscorp Tower or Bar with No Name, stuff like that. Just locations where they definitely don't want cards to be at. Um, then you have Shang Chi and Enchantress, which are two really good cards. Um, so Shang Chi, if a card has 1/9 power, you just instantly destroy it. That's really good against um, uh, Arnim Zola specifically. I'm trying to think of different decks, but Arnim Zola specifically, Hella decks kind of. If you don't have priority, that could be really good. Um, Destroyer not so much because normally they put the Cosmo on top of the Destroyer, so you can't really um, Shang-Chi it. But also, Enchantress is also really good against ongoing decks, which are super popular right now. And also really good to get rid of the Red Skull ability, which we'll talk about in a second. So just multiple ways that you can use it. Also really good, maybe sometimes you want to get rid of your own armor. Um, if you're trying to Shang-Chi something at the end of the game, you could turn 4 Enchantress if you see them setting something up, and then you can Shang-Chi afterwards. So maybe a movement deck that you see them start moving things around, and you have armor middle. You can Enchantress the armor so that you can Shang-Chi at turn 6 or turn 5, whatever. And then we have our 3/5 energy cards. These are our big hitters. This is how you win games, really. So a lot of times I'll put down Storm, Jessica Jones, let's say on the right, and then you Vision somewhere else. And then if you need to support on the right or middle or left, you have that flexibility with Vision. Vision is just a really strong card. Aero, really strong to outplay people. So move all enemy cards, play this turn to this location. So let's say you're winning left and middle, and they're winning left. Or you're winning left and middle, and they're winning right. Whatever it is, you basically can use Aero to manipulate their cards to not be able to contest you, and you just end up winning games. Or it's just a lot of niche situations where you can use her. I'll try to show some gameplay of that. But I know one time this guy was setting up a Arnim Zola Black Panther, and I arrowed his Arnim Zola, so he just ended up copying an Enchantress 2 times. Or you see them setting up a Destroyer, and you can move the Destroyer over to wherever you want it, and then it ends up just destroying the lane completely, or destroying all the cards. Just a few ways where you can arrow people successfully. Also Fisk Tower, the location is really strong with that too. And then our big heavy hitter is Red Skull, 515. Enemy cards at this location have +2 power, so you kind of want to use them in conjunction with 0, like I said, and that'll give you an 18 power swing last turn, and it's really hard to deal with that. The only thing that's really a bigger power swing, is if somebody's running death plus something else. Besides that, Giganaut is kind of telegraphed, and then the Destroyer is also too. You can kind of see it coming with Cosmo just placed in a random spot. But yeah, that's basically it. This deck is really well rounded. Obviously, if you want to add something in that you would like, I used to have Iceman, Scorpion, before I put down to the spot Angela, but just a lot of flexibility with this deck. You could also put in Captain Marvel instead of Vision. I would have probably put her in, but I don't have her. But just I really like this flexibility of no 6-cost cards, and being able to move things around and always have something to counter whatever they're playing. And I think you guys will see that in some of the gameplay that I'll show. So thank you guys for watching, and I will post some gameplay. Long, that would have also been huge. A lot of bad things. Okay. Compound. Just put this down. Just put it down here, I guess. It don't really matter. Just put it down. Okay. That's really good for us. Armored his Nova. That's what I was talking about earlier. Okay. And then just gonna storm this. I guess he's playing on it, so it's not that good, but Bishop, okay. Do some Jessica Jones action. I could low key. It's more power. That's about the same. But just Jessica Jones. It's fine. So we're about the same now. He's actually winning this lane, kind of. Just gonna put 2 vibranium down. Zero. Okay. Okay, so one of his moves here is Killmonger. You know that by the Nova. So low key, he has so many. Might be good to do this. He'll probably play like 5 cards or something like that. If I do Red Skull, I feel like let's try this out. Puts me at 16, he needs 11. We'll see, we'll see. Okay, so that's good. Maybe. That's Aero, that's really good. Morph. That'll do it. Wow, that was super close. That was a really good Aero play there. I guess we had priority, right? So that was the reason mine went out first. Maybe an ongoing here, ongoing deck. We'll just play into this. Okay. Yeah, so ongoing deck here. All good. It's actually pretty good for us. So he's gonna play here now, which is not good for us. Oh, he didn't. Wow. Okay, so he's playing Destroyer. So what we'll do here is we will Juggernaut. Whatever he puts on here. Boom, Lizard. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and snap. That's not good. That actually is good though, actually. Okay, he also snapped. So now we put down Vision. The reason why this is good is because he can't... Oh, he might have Claw actually. That is the only way. If he has Claw here, he wins. that sucks. I can't. Oh, actually, I do nothing. Okay, he left. That was. Let's say he did have claw there. He would have got +6, which is 9 here. So I do nothing here. I just move over, do nothing, and then I win the game. But he just surrendered. So let's keep on. Okay. The hood. Okay, so I wish I had armor here. Oh, we don't. Got a little bit sick. That is unfortunate. Can't punish him for what he's doing. So got away with it. Okay, good goblin. Kinda all good, I guess. It's not the end of the world. I don't want to play in here. I don't really want Vibranium right now. I need some other cards, actually. Even though Vibranium is really good, but I could always put Red Skull in here with 0 Red Skull, and it would not be bad. That's a 17-point swing. So it puts me at 20. I don't think he'll ever expect that. So we'll see here what we'll do. Demon into what? Scarlet Witch. Okay. So can't do anything there. So what we'll do here is we'll vision. Oh, we'll snap too. We actually won this game. Actually, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna leave left alone. Like left doesn't matter. We're gonna full commit right here. So Sarah, okay. Boom. So how much is 15? That puts me at 27. Right? 5. So honestly, this actually could be good. A 17. This puts me at 29. He would need 11 here. Or 9 here. Which is actually like kind of impossible to do. So we'll do this instead. It's kind of impossible to do because he would have to play here and then win this location as well. So for him to do that much, he can't commit that much here. Like enough to win it with Red Skull. So to wait. Actually, like gets you kind of nervous. And he surrenders for some reason. Thought he was gonna go for it, but that's back to back. People surrendering. All right. So we'll do loose sunspot middle, so we can't put armor on left. That's not good. Just gonna leave that alone for now. And just start setting up storm. Okay, so this guy's playing a movement deck. So okay, it's getting worse. Taking out the right side is really good for this, because you can only move from right to left. You can't really move left to right unless he puts down cloak or like his last move, like Heimdall. He can't move from left to right. So he'll only be able to play in the negative zone or out of silence. that doesn't really affect him, the left side here. Okay, so we pretty much won right side here. He's gonna move everything here. Kinda interested to see. Okay. It's gonna be interesting here. He has priority. So we just do this, I think. That puts me at 5. He's at 0 right now. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, hook smash.